Hello peeps, Hillbilly Halfwit, how are you today? A bit dingy today, a bit wet here. But what I wanted to talk about today was Joey Barton. I noticed on the media yesterday, he's basically had a huge fine and 2 years suspended sentence for saying some things to a few media representatives. Don't get me wrong, they weren't very nice things. And I can't say them on here because obviously I'd be having the same treatment. But what a state the UK has gone into. It's quite astounding, really. That I actually listened to the judge talking about it before. And the judge, he was almost laughing talking about it because it was so idiotic. To think you could put somebody in prison for 2 years. You know, this is suspended, but he only has to do some little small minor thing now. If he actually said, the judge, that he shared a meme with Fred and Rose West bodies and put different heads on it. I can't say what the heads were. Now, I think that was quite funny. But the judge actually said that was a crime. An actual crime. Where has the British sense of humour gone? We've got people in the media really have taken over our justice system, and the British sense of humour is being attacked en masse now. And you know, you've all seen it in all these, when the older war heroes are interviewed from the Second World War, dark humour was got people through these bad times. And people can deny it, but that's what happens. You know, I know when I was working on the forestry, I know this sounds completely different, but dark humour got you through the day because you were almost getting killed every single day by something bizarre. And in the end, you would just say some joke about it and laugh it off and just get on with it, or it would be on your mind all the time. And then you'd make some fucking joke out of some tractor rolled over, you'd make some joke out of it, and you trivialise it, and then it wouldn't be on your mind all day. That's how everybody used to do things. But these things now, where they're trawling through your social media accounts from when you were young, like they're doing to Farage at the moment, God, it's sad to see this happening. And these judges are all doing... The judge should say, I'm throwing this out. Of course, you're not a very nice person. What he should say, this shouldn't even have been brought to court. That's what he should say. Maybe fine him, but he should have said, this is ridiculous. To stop all this time wasting of courts by celebrities who think they're very special. Mr. Vine there, he's took quite a few people to court, hasn't he? And you know why? Because they're sort of, I have to say allegedly, but they're joined together with the same group that Gary Lineker's in. And Gary Lineker owns that, what's it called? The Rest is Politics. He owns that. Him and an ex-BBC representative own the podcast The Rest is Politics with Alistair Campbell on and Rory Stewart. And it's pretty much state-owned. They're all state operatives. Once you see through it all, they're state operatives. It's obvious. Because who would have the money to take people to court for small things like that? And the reason they do it is because the actual state is standing up for their guys. Same as they would in China if you said something wrong about a newsreader. That's what's happening in reality. And that's what's happening. You see Leanne Wood on Facebook calling everybody racist. Everybody racist, fascist. There's no policies. It's just the attacking at people and calling them names with absolutely no evidence at all. But that's okay. We can't take them to court for that. Just normal working class people can't say, no, we've had enough of that. because we just have to get on with life. And these celebrities and ex-politicians just go on all day long calling us all names. And if you notice on BBC and things, I don't watch it now, but any of the previous comedy things that happened over the last 10 years are always taking the piss out of the poorer working class in the UK. They won't ever go at anything else. Everybody who's in the working class in the UK is okay to be taken the piss out of. But nobody else at all. So I felt a bit sad for, what's his name? It's gone out, Jeremy, is it Barton? I think he said some things, but he's not done nothing bad. I've listened to a couple of his shows and he's just talking like any normal guy. And we got a load of pretty horrible individuals in charge of our media, and they're the gatekeepers. And they decide what can and can't be said, and they're used to having their way. Now, with social media, people like me and other people have got a voice. Of course, you've got to be careful. When I do these videos, I have to be very careful I don't cross the line. And I say that in the descriptions in all these things. And you have to be well sourced, but you are allowed to say certain things. But the media just make these things up about people, and they carry on. They're allowed to do it because they're journalists. They get away with it. And I just like to say I felt a bit sorry for Joey Barton, indeed, because I don't think he said... They were made in fun, really, weren't they? They were a joke made about some people who were just being above their status. And the British have always taken the piss out of people who think they're more than they are. And then, you know, free speech is supposed to let you allow to make fun out of the people who think they're bigger than you in society. That's what comedy used to. You see Billy Connolly, and all the old comedians used to do it, and people used to laugh it off because they knew that's what being a UK citizen was, and being British was having the ability to laugh at yourself. We all have that. We all do stupid things, and then you think, what an idiot. That's what life really is. And I think, looking at it now, we've got a superior class in this country who don't really like the rest of us. And we all just want to be left alone to get on with our lives, do our things, have a bit of fun, do our jobs, earn a bit of money, raise our families, and go home at night, watch a little bit of TV that isn't been trying to brainwash us all, and have a laugh. So there we are. That's my one for today. I'm busy today. As you can hear, it's raining like hell. So I think we're going to get a job done. I won't say what it is today, but hopefully we'll get it done. Okay, please comment, rate and subscribe, and hype. All the best. Gas.